Hello everyone, welcome to Chefs Together. Today we are here to learn how to make plain veg pulao. Now this is a very simple pulao that is very easy to make but has a great aroma and it tastes really delicious. Today we are making it with basmati rice.
Here it is. We are going to look into the ingredients that we need to make this plain pulao, which is also called as kushka in Tamil. Here I have taken basmati rice, which is 1.5 cup. I have already soaked in water and drained it. It has been soaking for 30 minutes. With that, we will need some spices and onion and garlic for tempering. So here we have taken 7 to 8 cloves, 3 cardamom pods, and 2 to 3 inches of cinnamon sticks. Here I have chopped sliced 2 medium onion and 5 to 6 garlic. Here tomatoes, I have taken the cherry tomatoes because they were like too ripened and I wanted them to be used, but you can use the regular tomato. You can use 1 very large tomato or 2 medium sized tomatoes, not finely chopped like this. You can chop them into bigger, little larger pieces. Here for the greens, I have used 4 green chilies which I have already slit, because this is the spicy ingredient this is the only spicy ingredient that we are going to use in this dish. So you can suit it according to your taste. If you want it to be a little more hot, you can add more or less. A few leaves of fresh pudina and some coriander leaves chopped. With this I have taken 1/4 cup or 2 tablespoons of curd and 1.5 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Along with this we will be using 2 tablespoons of ghee and 1 tablespoon of oil, which I forgot to mention it here. So you just be ready with that as well. Today we are going to make this pulao in a cooker. Cooker is hot. We have already added a tablespoon of ghee and now I'm adding the oil as well. So only this much is what we will need for this dish, because this is a very flavorful dish which uses very minimal ingredients. So now once that heats up, we will be tempering our pulao with the dry spices that we have already taken. So in goes our cloves. I could have waited for a minute or more. Yes. So let it sizzle for a few seconds, after which we will be adding our garlic slices. Now that is done, I'm just going to add the garlic slices. Let us saute this a bit, after which we'll be adding the sliced onions. So meanwhile I am also heating up water so that I can add warm water to this. Actually that will help in retaining the shape of our basmati rice. The ratio of rice is to water that we are using today is going to be 1.5, 1:1.5, which means I have taken 1.5 cups of rice, so I will be using 2.25 cup of water. We are not using 1:2 ratio. We are going to follow 1:1.5 ratio. This is the basic ratio for all basmati rice and zira rice whenever you are making pulao. But this is for pressure cooking. If you are going to make the dum style biryani, then the water has to be more because evaporation will also be more. So once this is done, let it saute for a few minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, after which we can add the rest of the ingredients. It's been 1 minute and I have not increased my flame. It is kind of in medium flame because we don't want to turn them into golden brown or brown. because we want to retain the color of this pulao. So once this is done to this consistency, this is more than enough. It must be 1 minute now. So I'm just going to add the green chilies now. As I told you earlier, I have taken 4 green chilies. You can add more or less according to your taste and your preference. Now we can add Now we can just create some room for our ginger garlic paste and add the ginger garlic paste directly to the ghee and oil mix. I have retained a teaspoon or 2 of ghee for the end, which we will be just adding at the end of this recipe. Let this saute for a minute so that all the raw aroma is gone. We want the actual nice fragrance, not the raw smell. Once that is done, we will mix everything. Now we can just mix everything together and add the pudina leaves to it. Remember, whenever you are using pudina for any of your pulao or dishes, remember it should not be over sauteed or chopped. Never chop pudina leaves because they leave a bitter flavor. So you just have to ensure that you retain the green color. Even before the green color is lost, we will have to finish our procedure. Now I'm going to add the curd. Okay, now just give this a nice stir, after which we will add the tomatoes. Once you add the tomatoes, do not stir much, because if you over saute it will become kind of reddish, which we don't want. We're just going to stir it once and leave it, just stop it. And with this we will be adding the water. I'm adding hot water today. So as I told you earlier, it is going to be 1:1.5 ratios of water, into which goes our rice. And remember to add salt, as usual I forgot today, so I will have to add salt as well. That's all. Once you are done, give it a stir, lock your pressure cooker, and you can pressure cook it just for a minute and bring it down off the flame of the stove onto your slab. If you're facing any sort of problem with your cooker with regard to whistling, then what you can do is you can keep it in medium sim and cook it just for 5 to 7 minutes. That should be more than enough. Our rice mix is bubbling now, so we can just, I have added salt as well, and we are just going to toss in the chopped coriander leaves and close the lid. Now remember, as I have told you earlier in other dishes as well, whenever you are making pulao, before you close it, you may have to check the syrup for salt. This syrup at this stage should be kind of on the saltier side. If your salt is perfect now, then your pulao may not have enough salt in it. So let this, at this stage, the syrup be little on the saltier side, so that your pulao is perfect. Here our pulao is ready. See how colorful it looks. It took exactly 5 minutes on the stove, and after which I had switched it off and kept it aside for 5 more minutes. Now here, do you see the long grains of basmati rice? This is what we want, but be gentle at this stage in handling this pulao, because the rice will be very delicate, and if we keep kindling it for a long time, then we might lose the shape. So leave it aside for 5 minutes before you plate it in the serving dish. You can gently give it a stir and ensure that it is shifted gently. This is 1.5 cups of rice, as I told you earlier, and easily you can serve 3 people. It is so delicious and easy to make and less time consuming that you don't have to really wait for a weekend or a lockdown. You can just go for this on any regular working morning. So enjoy your dish and please do share your feedback. Remember to subscribe to Chefs Together, like and share with the friends too. Thank you. Bye.